Sirese's Pieces.
Hey guys, and welcome to Saturday's Sirece's Pieces. So glad to be back here with you again, January 27th. Like I said last week, I don't know where this month is going. Time is just flying, but I'm so excited to be with you. And we're talking about, in this theme, we are talking about how to reach a goal. We're talking about all these New Year's resolutions that have happened. And what I said last week was what's more important than making a resolution is actually doing it. So I gave you 4 things and how to really get there. Last week was decide, this week is define, next week is diligence, and then the last one is discipline. Lord. This week we're going to transition from decide to define, and make sure you watch the last video if you didn't so that you can transition into this one. After you have made up in your mind what you need to change, you need to define it. And I looked at the definition for define, and it simply means to clearly describe the scope or meaning of, or set boundaries or limits. And this is big. Once you have decided what needs to change, you need to define that change. What do you see? How do you see yourself changing? How do you see yourself getting there? How are you going to define that? What is the meaning behind your desire to change? Is this desire a desire from God? Is this desire a selfish desire? Is this desire just because people are telling you you need to do this? This is something that you really got to ask yourself, okay? Because you don't want to change for other people or for other situations. You want to make sure this is a desire and a change that is coming because you know this is something that God has been really fashioning on your heart to do. And you want to be able to begin to really define those boundaries and those limits. When change comes, that means yes, there needs to be boundaries. There needs to be limits. You cannot just keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. And we hear that all the time. That is called insanity. And trust me, I have lived in insanity for some time now. So listen, I know we all have, but I really want to encourage you guys this week. Once you have decided what needs to change, begin to really take the time to define it. You cannot just change overnight. I have heard and seen so many people say, this is what I'm going to do, this is where I'm going to be, and they have literally not mapped out or scoped out the definition of how they're going to change. You need a plan. My pastor says if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. So make sure that you guys are really defining where you need to change, and you will see more successful results. And make sure you tune in to next week. I hope you got a piece out of Sirece's Pieces today. Next week, we are going to talk about diligence. And this is how we are going to have successful resolutions, whether it's January 1st or December 31st. More importantly, we want you to just do it. All right, guys, you have a wonderful day, and I will see you next week.
It's Percia Production.